Small, powerful, and ready for action. Today we're talking about the most compact weapons for home defense. If you want something that's easy to handle but doesn't compromise on protection, you're in the right place. We'll be comparing some of the best options to help you make an informed choice. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which gun stood out to you. Intended to compete with non-NFA firearms like the Mossberg Shockwave, the Judge Home Defender is fitted with a 13-inch barrel, a set of cylinder gap shields, a 5-shot cylinder size for 3-inch 410 bore shells, and a factory-installed optics rail in place of a set of iron sights. So where does this revolver fit into the 410 utility gun category? The extended 13-inch barrel's rifling causes shot loads to spin just like the 6.5-inch or shorter barrels. Birdshot and buckshot loads still open up quickly, which limits useful shot patterns to distances of around 5 to 10 yards. However, the long barrel paired with a red dot optic successfully tighten up the 45 Colt group sizes. A 6.5-inch Judge 1 tested in the past printed 5-shot groups around 3 to 3.5 inches at 15 yards. The Home Defender punched out a 1.06-inch group at this same distance. This means the Home Defender has a much longer reach with 45 Colt than previous models. The Taurus Judge Home Defender has an MSRP of $730. This large format pistol, chambered for the 5.7 by 28mm cartridge, is based on the Ruger LC carbine and accepts the same magazine as the Ruger 5.7 pistol. The LC Charger also uses the same fire control mechanism found in the Ruger 5.7 pistol, which makes use of a protected internal hammer with a bladed safety trigger that has a short and smooth pull. The Charger's barrel is nitride treated and its muzzle is threaded and comes supplied with a thread protector. The integrated handguard of the pistol includes built-in M-lock slots, while the top of the pistol has a continuous section of Picatinny rail. Ruger ships the LC Charger with standard capacity 20-round magazines, but those who live in states with magazine restrictions can select an LC Charger that ships with 10-round magazines. The advantage of the LC Charger over the Ruger 5.7 pistol is more real estate to attach accessories such as a bipod and to mount larger optics, while still maintaining a compact and easy-to-pack or carry package. Its 10.3-inch barrel also mimics that of the FN-P90, the original firearm for which the 5.7 by 28mm was specifically designed, meaning the LC Charger gets all the ballistic advantage that the cartridge offers. This bad boy has an MSRP of $999. Compatible with standard AR-15 mags, this unique modern bullpup-style rifle offers rifle performance in a compact package. The Springfield Hellion, it's a semi-auto, U.S. legal configuration of the company's VHS-2 rifle. The design has been tested and refined through military trials and has been adopted by several groups of armed professionals around the globe. Because the core features of the Hellion are the same as the VHS-2, it should prove to be an incredibly reliable and durable rifle, but a few changes have been made to make it better suited for the U.S. market. One of those changes was adding compatibility with Stanog AR-15 magazines, which are a little more plentiful in the U.S. than the original VHS-2's G36 mags. Regardless of what feeding device is used, the Hellion is a 5.56 by 45mm rifle with a 16-inch barrel and a package that's only 28.25 inches long. It uses a short-stroke gas piston system with 2 settings of adjustment, and it weighs 8 pounds unloaded. Other features include an ambidextrous charging handle and safety, an adjustable stock with a cheek riser and QD sling points on both sides of the rifle stock and handguard. The case ejection system is reversible too, making the Hellion a great choice for lefties. As for mounting accessories and optics, the handguard has M-lock slots and a generous amount of Picatinny rail spanning the top portion of the rifle. Flip-up iron sights were integrated into the design as well. While it may be new to us here in the U.S., the Hellion's quickly gaining traction, and it wouldn't be a surprise to see it become one of the most popular bullpup rifles on the market. The Turkish firearms company Axor Arms has developed an entire lineup of folding shotguns. Folding? Yes, it opens right up. Unlock it by sliding back the rear sight. The front of the gun pivots on a screw at the front of the receiver. Close it by swinging it back into place. This cuts the length in half, making the gun short and easy to store. Filling and emptying the magazine is a doddle, although you can still do both when the gun is closed. The Axor shoulders well and points easily with its 20-inch barrel, allowing quick and instinctive shots at moving targets. The shotgun's 12-gauge chambering delivers formidable stopping power, making it a formidable adversary in close-quarters engagements. The shotgun's also available in various configurations. Use it, abuse it, and get the most out of your money. PFUSA shocked the industry with its Tombstone, a lever-action pistol-caliber carbine that accepts a detachable box magazine. The Tombstone's an entirely new concept incorporating little in the way of classic lever-action lines or design. Since the company was able to depart from traditional forms, though, it came up with new features that make this design attractive from several standpoints. The PFUSA Tombstone is chambered in 9mm Luger and feeds from a standard 20-round magazine. 10-round magazines are also available for a reduced form factor if desired. The 4150 steel barrel is free-floated and surrounded by an AR-style modular receiver rail, complete with M-lock attachment slots. At the back end of the gun is Magpul's SGA shotgun stock. Other features include a dual-port muzzle brake, XS ghost ring sights, a Picatinny optics rail with a 3.5-pound single-stage trigger. The Nighthawk Tomahawk 12-gauge takes the defensive shotgun to a new level with its 16-inch barrel and pistol grip. While similarly profiled shotguns have come to customers' attention of late, typical of Nighthawk attention to detail, the Tomahawk separates itself with attention to detail nuances. The Tomahawk features a Hogue pistol grip and forend. With an overall length of only 26 inches, this firearm is able to hold 5+1 rounds of 12-gauge shotgun shells in a compact and maneuverable package. The 16-inch barrel features vane comp barrel porting and backbore treatment. This assists to manage the stout recoil associated with any 12-gauge load chosen. A 4-round side saddle shell holder is a nice touch to a personal defense shotgun. The Tomahawk starts life as Remington 870 pistol grip shotgun before Nighthawk adds a big button tactical safety, hand hones the action and rails, and installs an extension tube machine from solid billet and then black Cerakote finish. The Nighthawk Tomahawk is able to be purchased just like any other type of shotgun, no NFA paperwork required. Fancy a homegrown 9mm AK that's as close as you can get to the Russian Vityaz used by Special Forces? The Palmetto State AKV is essentially an AK chambered in 9mm that runs on a direct blowback operating system instead of the more traditional long-stroke piston operating system found in most AKs. It's also loosely based on the Russian Vityaz, the submachine gun chambered in 9mm used by Russian Special Forces. You'll get a forged front trunnion and bullet carrier, a 10.5-inch nitrided barrel, meaning that the barrel will probably outlast you, and a Picatinny rail on the top of the dust cover for the easy attachment of optics. The safety lever is extended, making it easier to use, as is the paddle magazine release, which is a very welcomed upgrade. The AKV will hold open on the last round, and you can release the bolt by pushing down on a small switch. The rifle runs on relatively available and affordable CZ Scorpion mags. PSA didn't just stop there. They made their own Scorpion mags, which actually have some great features over the original CZ mags. This gun just flat out delivers everything that you could possibly want from an AK chambered in 9mm caliber ammo. It also does this cheaper than the competition. The Kel-Tech KS7 might be the shortest shotgun out there with the stock, and it's not an NFA weapon. At only 26.1 inches long, it's just above the overall length requirements for a shotgun. With a weight of less than 6 pounds, the little 5.9-pound shotgun is short and sweet. Kel-Tech trimmed the KS7 to 1 tube, and it holds 7 rounds of 2.75-inch shells. The barrel is predictably a trim 18.5 inches, and the length of pull is a pleasant 13 inches. This gun looks like a weird one, but handles well. You get a short pump that's easy to grip, an ambidextrous pump release, a big block safety, and a setup that keeps the lefties happy. The shells eject from the bottom of the gun, not from the left or right-hand sides. This ensures no one gets a shell to the face. That big carry handle acts as your sight and accessory mounting platform. While awkward-looking, it makes attaching lights and accessories fairly easy to accomplish. The sight's a big green triangle that's eye-catching and perfect for close-range shooting. I was pleasantly surprised by the Kel-Tech KS7 and how reliable, fun, and easy to use it is. I like the simple, lightweight design, and it's become one of my favorite bullpups. Bear Creek Arsenal is the latest manufacturer to support 8.6 BLK, and this time it's not in a carbine but an AR-10 pistol. To make space for the larger 8.6 BLK cartridge, this large format pistol is built off an AR-10 pattern receiver and can be had with a 7.5-inch barrel. The barrel has a Parkerized finish and a thicker H-bar profile with a fast twist of 1 to 3 inch, which is needed to stabilize the heavy bullets that are loaded in 8.6 BLK projectiles. The Bear Creek Arsenal 8.6mm blackout upper also includes a right-hand side-charging handle side for an additional level of convenience to shooters. Pistol-length uppers are also built around a 6.5-inch M-LOK compatible handguard and include a flat-top upper receiver to facilitate the mounting of an optic. The good news is that you can have any magazine you want with these pistols. The bad news is you'll be buying it separately because they don't come with any. Speaking of price, these come in right under the $1,000 mark. Next up, we have an impressive bullpup 12-gauge shotgun. According to the manufacturer, they've managed to significantly reduce its size and weight without sacrificing shooting speed. It's super easy to handle and just as accurate as long-barreled rifles. The best part? The Panzer Arms BP-12 is designed to be comfortable for both right-handed and left-handed shooters, and it weighs a manageable 8.4 pounds without the magazine. With an overall length of just 31 inches, it's effective in close combat too. The magazine can hold 5 rounds, and the set even includes several magazines. As the reviews are sure, you'll look so darn cool with it that the attacker will just run away. All this for the reasonable price of $520. Smith & Wesson jumping into the shotgun arena was big news, and a surprise to many. An even bigger surprise was the shotgun itself. A bullpup design with double magazine tubes. What we like about M&P-12 is the pump-action 12-gauge boasts dual magazine tubes, providing a total capacity of 14 plus 1 when loaded with 2 3/4-inch shells. The M&P-12 does feature a 3-inch chamber, however, so it can also be loaded with 12 plus 1 3-inch shells. Defensively, we'd go for the capacity over power. That's me. The M&P-12 also sports 2 pistol grips for better control, 1 rear and 1 forward on the pump, and both are modeled after the M&P pistol series, which includes the ability to swap back straps according to user preference. The total package is 27.8 inches long and weighs just over 8 pounds unloaded, making its heft comparable to many of the other bullpup shotguns on this list. Unlike some of the other listed models, however, the M&P-12 sports fully ambidextrous AR-15 style controls, and its muzzle is compatible with rem chokes. Other features on the M&P-12 include a loaded chamber indicator, Picatinny rail for optics, M-LOK for mounting accessories, and a push-button assisted loading-unloading system. That being said, the complex loading process means that you'll never want to top off in the middle of a defensive scenario, so hopefully the shotgun's generous 15-round potential capacity proves large enough to get you through the fight. Overall, the gun ticks all the boxes to make it the overall best bullpup shotgun at present, except for price. Like all guns in this class, it's plasticky, so the above $1,000 price tag feels steep.